education taught us everything we wanted to know, such as to read, to write, and to understand. And then also, it taught us on how to protect our mother nature. As a future educator, I'll educate and encourage other people. If they cut trees, they may plant trees as well in exchange. In order to avoid disasters such as flood and landslide, we need to keep our nature strong and indestructible. If we let destructing our nature, we are also the one who will suffer the consequences. Educating ourselves and protecting and preserving what God given to us is what our world needs. Rather destroying it, why not be in nature instead? Here are some benefits being in nature. According to Sasa Jacob, there are 5 major reasons in conserving our nature. First is for wildfire protection. Protecting the wildfire also means that you're preserving it for the future generations. It helps in promoting biodiversity for a healthy and functional ecosystem. We humans can also benefit from protecting wildfire because a lot of the medicines can be derived from the chemicals produced by animals and plants. The conservation of their natural habitat enriches our planet to keep our nature's balance. Second is for environmental protection. A healthy environment is essential for healthy living. The overall temperature of the Earth's atmosphere is increasing. That is why environment protection groups and organizations are making steps in protecting the environment and reduce ozone depletion. Third is for terrestrial ecosystem and habitat conservation. Their species cannot survive outside their natural habitat without human intervention, such as the habitats that are found in a zoo and aquarium. Other migratory species are vulnerable to habitat destruction because they tend to inhabit more than one natural habitat. Fourth is for the health of natural parks. A natural park is a home of many endemic species and therefore must be protected. Natural parks protect the places of natural beauty in its land set aside for the native plants, animals, and the places in which they live. Natural parks has a lot of plants, so they may also play a big part in keeping our environment healthy. These natural parks are places for nobody to learn about the native plants and animals and the way that they rely on each other. Fifth is for the marine ecosystem. Our oceans are the largest ecosystem here and they are the Earth's largest life support system. The ocean also provides 6 of the animals' protein that we eat, and they have the most promising source of new medicines to combat cancer. The security, economy, and other very own survival requires healthy ocean. That is why helping in preserving it, it can bring lots of advantages to humankind. An additional opinion in protecting our nature, I interview an educator, future educators, and people in the other fields to share their ideas on what way they can protect our nature. As an educator, we can help to protect our nature through nurturing our students about their role in saving the nature. We must put emphasis to the things that should do in order to protect the nature. Like for instance, about the use of plastics. We could introduce the zero plastics policy in our schools so that we can minimize the use of plastics and can promote an eco-friendly environment. We can observe that plastics are the most number of garbage in our environment. So through this policy, perhaps we could lessen the problem. We must lead to practice the proper segregation of waste for us to see our environments clean. We must motivate also our students to plant more trees to prevent incoming disasters like floods. Planting more trees also can help us to avoid global warming occurrence. These are the ways that I, as educator, can protect the nature.
Good day. I am pleased to answer this question. As future educator, in what way you can protect our nature? As future educator, The first thing that I will do is educate. When you further your own education, you can help others understand the importance and value of our nature and that it could be protected. Second, volunteer. As future educator, you're not just taking responsibilities in school, but also in your community. I will volunteer for cleanups and also encourage everyone to participate and get involved as well. Third, conserve. Conserving the use of energy and natural resources and landfill space using 3 Rs. And lastly, choose sustainable. By educating others, volunteering, conserving, or simply protecting our nature could give us a sustainable living environment for today and for future generations.
As a future educator, I will protect the nature by proposing activities in school wherein we reduce the waste and produce from waste. There will be a weekly activities that will teach students on how to create old and used materials into a masterpiece or useful craft. By imposing this activity, the student will be able to showcase their creativity and at the same time, they making a step on protecting the nature from the possible negative effect of increasing waste which can cause flood or water pollution.
Protecting our nature is one way of taking care of our Mother Earth. As a future educator who possesses knowledge and capabilities, I have to take action to our nature through application of what I have learned. Awareness, tips, do's and don'ts that some campaign regarding our nature's protection give. And as one of that educator's rule that I should do is to teach knowledge to everyone, share what must be done for our nature, and provide understanding about how important nature is to us.
I believe that we can try and protect our nature by educating more people about the proper segregation of our garbages and by avoiding the use of plastics in our daily lives as much as possible.
Mga paraan kung paano pangalagaan ang kalikasan. Sa ating henerasyon ngayon ay maraming mga kalamidad ang nangyayari o natural disaster. Ito ay epekto ng ating kapabayaan sa ating kalikasan o pag-abuso. Kaya dapat nating gawa ng paraan upang hindi na ipagpatuloy ang mga ginagawa natin sa kalikasan. Una, iwasan ang pagputol ng mga puno sa kagubatan upang maiwasan ang pagguho ng lupa. Itapon natin ng maayos ang ating mga basura sa tamang lalagyan o practice the segregation process. Ang pagbawas ng mga sasakyang naglalabas ng itim na usok, ito ay nagiging sanhi ng air pollution. Pigilan ang pag-abuso sa lupa, deforestation, walang habas na pagkuha ng mga likas na yaman at paghuli ng mga hayop upang ibenta. Ito ay ilan lamang sa mga paraan upang mapanatili ang kaayusan ng ating kalikasan.
Nature give us everything we need. Therefore, in exchange, we must protect and preserve it in any way we can.